Welcome back to That's Game, man. It's Grant Jackson and Nick Lennon, man. Yo, who we here with today?
Jay Thompson.
Give my man the mic.
Jabari Echols.
Yeah.
Two of Charm City's finest right here.
For real. Let them know where y'all from. Tell a little bit about yourself, man. Tell a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, East Baltimore, born and raised.
I was born and raised in West Baltimore, Maryland. Played at Charm City with my man Jabari.
Hey, I like to go off script. Like, what's better, East Baltimore or West Baltimore? Hold on.
All right, so look, I'm going to tell you the difference right now. I'm going to say it right now. All right, so look, West Baltimore, I ain't going to lie. If you from over West, you get, that's like the pretty boy area. Like, you get fly, they get money, they like young customers.
That sound about
listen,
right.
though.
Listen, though. Come on, look at the... You feel me?
East Baltimore, that's where it get real grimy. So if you really from East Baltimore, you already know. Fact. It ain't too much to say. You feel me? Like that. It ain't too much.
It gets cruddy over there.
It get cruddy over there. Straight vacants. You feel me? You could just look at an East Baltimore map. Look at them. You could just tell when somebody from East Baltimore.
I'm from the suburbs. I live in Montgomery County.
I ain't gonna lie, man. There's some allegations on your man, Nick Lennon. He might not be from East Baltimore. He might be from Virginia or Arizona. I'm just putting that out there right now.
I'm from East Baltimore.
Nah, but I ain't gonna
Arizona?
Arizona.
I spent a lot of time in Arizona.
He from Arizona.
You do be training out there, though.
I spent a lot of time there.
Shoot, I don't got no Shannon Sharp cue cards. I got the phone on me. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into this first question. I don't know how we got all this power. I don't know. We in Cushion Hall right now. That's where we be set up at. But how y'all feel about this power outage, man?
I ain't gonna lie. I was about to text you and ask you about that this morning. I'm like, is that gonna affect this podcast?
No, you
I don't even know. Like we got an email this morning. I woke up. I didn't even know there was a power outage. My man Chuck, our media guy, he was like, "Yeah, we don't even know if we're gonna be able to do the podcast today." And I was like, "Oh," well, we can either postpone or we could do it somewhere else. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna let you know." So I just got up, started cooking breakfast. I cut my man favorite hair. You know, I be better. I cut favorite hair. Actually, Garrett made it. Garrett made some pancakes and some bacon.
Hold on, Garrett. You know how I cook?
Yeah.
Hold on.
That was the first time he ever really cooked for me. I just helped him out a little bit, and he was good. He was flipping the pancakes. He was doing well. So
that's what's up.
My little brother in the background over there, my man.
I like to see that. Show the men, man. Show the men. Introduce yourself, man.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Garrett Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Tell him where you from. Hold on. Tell him where you from. Tell him where you from.
Yo, what's up,
Only Maryland.
Maryland. Not only. Gaithersburg, Maryland. Born and raised.
Yeah, that's my youngin', man. Freshman on the football team. He up and coming. He gonna be a nice DB in years to come. You feel me? Yeah.
So I got a question real quick. I feel like all of us right here, we come from very historic high schools that over the years have put a lot of people in the league. Even now there are some people that coming from a high school that are currently in the league. So for you and for you, Barry and Jay, like my question is like, how does that make you feel? Coming from MSJ, school where Kyle Fuller came out of. You Jay coming from the school where what's my man name? Steven Smothers.
Yeah.
A local legend.
Shout out to Trey Avery.
Yeah, for sure. So like, what
They can't hear you, bruh.
It's all good.
Shout out Trey Avery, man. Played for the Tennessee Titans, man.
So like, what does that mean to you guys?
For me, like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. When I first got to MSJ, I didn't even know Kyle Fuller went there until like you start. You know how you see pictures around, and then you start asking. So when I first got to MSJ, like nobody really made a way like recently in the year. So you start looking at pictures and he's like, yeah, Kyle Fuller, like, he in the league. And I was like, for real? Like, you talking about from Virginia Tech? They like, yeah. I'm like, he went here? Like, yeah. I didn't even know he was from Baltimore. I swear I never knew that. So when I found that out, they really put like a stamp on it. I was like, oh, snap. Like, that was one of the reasons.
I can make it.
I could really make it out of there because I swear when I first got to Mount St. Joe, like, everybody there had like, I ain't gonna say had a bad mindset, not a bad mindset, but they was one of the types like, yeah, we don't get recruited here. Like, if you really want it, you gonna have to, do 2 times more, like do this extra more just to get a little look. But when I seen Kyle Fuller made it, I was like, oh yeah, I definitely can make it. Like, that just gave me a little piece of hope. All I ever needed was a piece of hope.
I had some talent too, because we didn't play on it some years. I mean, like Chris Carter that went here, like we played him like my freshman or sophomore year of high school. We played Chris Carter, and he ended up playing quarterback here. He was nice for real.
Definitely.
For me, honestly, I would say like it kind of just gave me more motivation, to be honest. Like,
tell them what high schools y'all went to. You said MSJ. A lot of people don't know what MSJ is.
MSJ, that stands for Mount St. Joe.
went to Franklin High School in Ricestown, Maryland. But I would really say it was just more motivation for me. I already knew that, like, what my plan was. Like, I've been wanting to go to the league, so it just made me want to go harder, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all know where I went to school at. Yeah. Our Lady of Good Counsel High School.
Yeah.
We ain't never get a chance to play y'all.
It would have got bad for y'all.
I don't think so.
It would have got bad.
I don't think so.
Y'all played them?
But we played after. We played after.
We played on my junior year.
Yeah.
Like, I left.
You left?
Yeah, I left.
Oh, yup. What was the score of that game?
They lost by 14, but like
They lost by 14.
You was missing Levy.
Levy was nice.
Go ahead.
If Levy would have played 2019 against Franklin, I promise you it would have been a 21 skunk in the first quarter. I swear.
Levy was nice in high school. I ain't gonna hold you.
Levy was nice in
Levy
high
was-
school,
Levy
bro.
was
Like, they
absurd,
couldn't
bro.
block
One of the
him,
best
bro.
D tackles I ever
Like
seen
they,
play in
bro,
high
he
school.
averaged he averaged like 20 tackles a game. I swear.
At D tackle.
At
It was-
D
it was- it
tackle,
was
in
the-
ridiculous.
in the
It was
MIAA.
ridiculous.
So
It was
look, so
ridiculous.
when we played Franklin my junior year, he got hurt. Like he was already hurt the whole year, but I think the week before he really hurt it, like his elbow or something. So he really was out.
hurting his elbow.
Bro, our backup was always injured. Our backup was like our backup was like 5'7", bro. He was getting pushed through the middle.
But
they running the
Tyler
ball right
about
at the hole.
5'7".
Yeah, but Levy was like, you know, he
like
chunky.
5'10",
Yeah, he
bro.
like a little chunky. Other was a little buff. Like couldn't stop the run.
He catching strays. My fault, Tyler, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he was mad too that we ain't get him on the podcast.
Bro, we gonna have him on later.
Yeah,
He
I
good.
told him.
There's not enough chairs, bro.
Yeah,
We can't
for
do all
sure,
this. We only got enough mics for that.
Everybody got to wait their turn. You know, everybody got their turn.
But yeah, he was nice. I remember we played them my senior year. We played them my junior too. We lost it in my junior year actually. And
That's my
ended
freshman year.
But that ended up like 2017.
Yo, I gotta tell you the story about freshman year when we played y'all.
Go ahead.
So my freshman year when we played Good Counsel, we played at Good Counsel, bro. Mind you, like I played JV and varsity. I didn't get moved up to like towards the end. So so my man's like, one of my right hand man's like, yo, let's go to the Good Counsel game. Like, ask him if it takes a Good Counsel game. I'm like, all right. Like, I didn't really care that much. I didn't know what to expect. I'm still, this is the beginning of the season. So I'm like, all right, we can go. So we end up going. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. As soon as we got there, I was like, oh, like, this different. Like, it looked like a college. It really looked like a college act, like what you watch on like Friday Night Lights.
We do that.
So we get there. So mind you, like we fresh out of school because it was a Friday night. So I had my we had uniform on, MSJ hoodies, MSJ shirts. So you know when you're young, you just walking around the game. So we sitting on the Good Counsel side because it's packed, like it's sold out. We sitting on the Good Counsel side. It's like I'm sitting at the end of the bleacher row. There's like three of my other men sitting right there. I swear, bro. We just watching the game going on. I think it was at the remember Maurice. Maurice made like a crazy one hand catch, bro.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew like it was gonna get because Maurice made this crazy one hand catch. So we just sitting there. So we sitting right there
In the back of the end zone?
In the back of the
Yeah,
end
I
zone.
remember that.
So I guess somebody
Oh my
from
gosh.
from our school like that was with us or like that happened to be sitting with us started talking crazy. So mind you, we sitting right next to the student section. So we just sitting right there. He said, yo, he got MSJ shirt on, FMSJ. Bro, they started getting on him, bro. Like, mind you, I'm like not, I'm near him, but I'm like not near him. Like,
So what you have on?
I had my school uniform on.
You had directly.
I had a
you
polo
no
for.
MSJ.
No, I had an MSJ shirt on. It was a polo, but I wasn't a part of the conversation. Like, I'm in my own, like, I'm just paying, it's me and my man's, but we know the people, they like, and mind you, my man's boxed too, so me and him just watching, they like, yo, he got an MSJ, they talking to a random person from MSJ, like, yo, he got an MSJ shirt on, man, FMSJ, like, they started getting on him, bro, like, they trying to get, because now they mad they losing. So the boy was like, he talked to my man, he said, he said, fight JL. He said, go ahead, JL. He boxed. My man JL said, that got nothing to do with me, big brother. He let that man out solely to drop. I mean, thank God they ain't do nothing to him, but like, it was a funny moment.
I don't even remember. I know we lost though, cause that was like I don't think it was like embarrassing for us. No disrespect, but like Good Counsel is a bigger school than MSJ, especially in football. So it was like for them to beat us in football that year was crazy, cause like we're in a bigger conference in the DMV area, and they beat us, and our coaches like was just pissed. The school was pissed. It was like everybody was telling us we suck. It was hard going to school the next day after losing to Mount St. Joe. So it was tough, and it ended up we ended up going after that. I think we went 8-2 or 8-3 or something like that. We were having like a good season after that. Like that was like a catapult loss for us. Like we turned it on after that. It's like we can't be losing it. Nobody else. But y'all really got up on us. They did. But what happened the next year when they spent back and they played against us at home? And when I'm telling you, we beat them 55, 58, 6, something like that. Nah, at Good Counsel, they came back to Good
Hold
Counsel.
on, bro. Listen though, bro. So my sophomore year, bro, First off, we was a young team because everybody left, which is
whooping
no
their
excuse, no excuse. 2018, we was a young team, no excuse.
That was my senior year.
But listen
Yes,
though, Jay,
yes,
listen.
that
So
year.
we was supposed to play them on Friday night, bro. We failing, bro. Mind you, everybody there, bro. Like we going there. I don't know what it was with the weather this year. It was just like
It
thunderstorm
rained
warm.
like 6 games,
Yeah,
6
like,
Saturdays in a
it
row.
was
or
thunderstorm
something.
warning.
Yeah, I remember.
So, bro, we just sitting in the locker room, bro. So then, like, you see mad good council people, like, we like, oh no, this game gonna be live. Like, we gotta play today. But it just kept getting worse. So he's like, all right, we're gonna push it to tomorrow or Sunday or whatever. Bro, the weather was worse that day. Like, it was storming. But I could have told you, like, before the game that it was gonna get ugly because, like, we warming up and we standing under the tent. They out there warming up. You feel me? They out there just running around, warming up, going back in that nice locker room. But, like, bro, we was a throwing team. Like, we had 4 D1 receivers. We couldn't throw the ball. It was,
Yeah, they had, what y'all had? Thornton?
we had Tay. We had my man Saw that's at Morgan. We had my man Tyler. That's at he had Morgan too. He was hurt when we played him. And then we had one of my mans named Samaj. But yeah, no, we was a throwing team, bro. We couldn't throw. We couldn't do nothing.
It was
And
raining. It rained so
they was
hard
scoring
that day.
They was scoring every way possible. Like I never seen no
we
way
scored
like
on kickoff, not kickoff return. We
Kick
scored on
off.
kickoff. Like
they
ran down,
kicked the ball
kick
off. Somebody caught it.
Fumble.
Boom, boom, got popped. Somebody caught it.
We had a punt block return for a touchdown. Mind you, I'm returning punts, so I'm thinking I'm about to get my little this game. I'm back there like this. I'm waiting for the ball. The ball never came.
You was playing receiver, right?
Yeah, I was
this
playing
one great
receiver.
play wide receiver.
I was
Yeah,
playing receiver. And mind you, because it's raining, I didn't even play a lot that game. I was really like a special teams player that game. We was in 12 personnel the whole game. Like,
bro, they just
it's
running the
not
ball.
playing. Like, and coach, I had messed up my shoulder, so coach was like, "I'm not about to put you out there and be blocking your shoulder messed up." I was a starting receiver, but like I really didn't like play much that game other than like returning kicks. So I was bored, and I played a little safety, but I was bored that game. Just
Hold on.
turn it up.
Hold on, we talking about us versus good counsel. I ain't gonna lie, I'm 3-1 versus Calvert Hard. I wouldn't even lie to you. I'm 3-1 versus Calvert Hard. I'm really fake undefeated, but you know, my freshman year, they got us my freshman year, so they can have
at the
that.
council, they wouldn't even let us
You got a
play
point.
against Calvert Hall. We could
It's all
scrimmage
good.
them, but we wouldn't even, we're not even putting that on our record, man.
Used to give Calvert Hard a blues.
The blues?
Blues clues, yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Like I felt like when I was in high school, Calvert Hall wasn't like they wasn't really banging like how they was before.
Yeah, no, I
ain't gonna
agree,
lie,
I
we
agree.
definitely had like when I finally got up to varsity, which was my sophomore year. We kind of like, well, actually before then, that's when we kind of like, I ain't gonna say we fell off, but like we just had a lot of people like that
You
left.
said your sophomore year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I can agree.
And I feel like by the time we were seniors, that's when we had a better team.
Right.
Cause we all like, at that point, like shit, I was older. I was with Bill, Double A, Trey, Mike. Like we all like had been playing with each other. So at that point, we had a better connection. So I feel like we had a better team then. But it definitely took some years to like get back to just somewhat being a better team.
I remember. Hold on. I remember. I came to the Calvert Hall game. It was
Against Franklin.
no. It was against Mount St. Joe. It was 2018.
Yeah,
That
we
game
played
was-
them there.
Yeah.
joint
No,
was
y'all
leaking.
played at Calvert Hall.
No, it was when y'all was up like 35-0 in the first half.
Y'all was jamming. I ain't
I
gonna lie.
remember that
It
one.
was jamming.
Yeah,
That
I
game.
had 2
jamming.
sacks that
Jamming
game. I
that
remember
game.
that.
Yeah, every time we played Calvert Hard, the whole city, I don't know why, but like the whole city used to shout.
Okay.
Every time, bro. 'Cause
Okay.
even when we played Trey in my junior year, that was like one of the funnest games. Like when you have Trey today, ask him about that game, bro. That's one of the funnest games. Like I think all of us could like say, because the reason why I was like so like emotional, like so much into it was because everybody from both teams trained with each other like in the off season. So the whole off season from January all the way to August, everybody just talking crazy about who won the last matchup. So I remember when I started training with them after my freshman year, every day they'd just be like 35-0, 35-7. Like we never heard the end of it until my sophomore year when we played them, and then we ended up beating them. They never said nothing again. It was just crazy. Like it used to be videos like Mike. It was just one. You remember that video? It was one video.
Shit, and like a couple of us, like we traveled together when we did like the camp tour.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I remember
That was
being on the
another
camp
thing.
tour with Marlo,
Yeah.
and a couple other people from MSJ. So like, yeah, it was definitely like, it was almost like I don't know, like fighting your cousin or something
No,
like
for
that.
real.
Marlo
It
was
definitely
nice in high
Marlo
school.
was a
Sure.
god.
Marlo was a running back at Mount St. Joe when Barry and them was there. And I'm telling you, like, we beat them 58-6, but he probably had 200 yards on the ground. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, he was toting. Like, he was like that. And the year before, when we played against y'all,
Yeah, that was like his
he
coming
was
out game.
killing us.
He was like a
Oh my
sophomore,
gosh.
bro.
He was a sophomore in high school, killed us.
Man, child.
Hey, like, to segue into the next little question, we talked about high school, we talked about our experiences, and the powerhouse we came from. Like, how much different is high school ball than college football? What did y'all experience been here so far?
It's faster. It's just way faster. I'd say that's the only difference in high school and college ball. It's just faster, more technical, and you can't get away with just talent. Like, you gotta work hard. You gotta have talent and you gotta work hard.
For me, I say it's like eyes, like the little details, like because we play DB Grant, and it's always like your eyes in the wrong spot. You gonna watch them catch the ball. Like you see the pass, you see the catch. So I really say eyes, and I just say just like Jay said, it's more technical. Like you could get away with being a good athlete sometimes, but after a while, as the season go on the line, you gotta start relying on some technique because people gonna start scheming you up.
Yeah,
For
They'll start scheming you up.
everybody a good athlete at this level. Everybody good.
So I think that's the biggest difference.
Even in practice, like the scout too. Like you
Scout
get
be
built
looking
up by
like
the scout
All-American.
dudes, like, oh my
They
god.
definitely gonna try to turn up.
There's some dudes in scout that I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to guard a couple dudes on the scout team, but we going there on Saturday, and I have all the confidence in the world.
Right,
'Cause
it'd
I'm like,
be
if I had to
harder.
guard him all week. I'm gonna be fine on
Bro,
Saturday.
it'd be funny because we be saying like it'd be harder guarding the people in scout than it be when it comes to the game. Like when it comes to the game, I ain't gonna lie, it be feeling so much easier than scout. Scout, you be out there be like, I can't let him catch the ball on me.
Jean Rue, oh my. Jean don't even
Shout out to
try.
Rue.
Well, it make me so mad because like I don't know a DB in our room that like was like, yeah, I'm about to guard Jean today.
Yeah, nah, for
Just
real.
get happy
Nah.
for it. Nobody get happy for guarding that man. Like
It's funny because I remember when I first transferred in, like he came to me and Trey crib because I lived with Trey at first. He came to me and Trey crib and we was all just talking, chopping it up. And I was like, yeah, like he was, you asked a question. He's like, yeah, I play receiver. I'm like, this little ass boy, like you play receiver, like he so you see Rajon, he is scrawny. I'm like, yo, you scrawny, like you play receiver. Trey like, yeah, no, Rajon, he definitely one of the hardest to guard. I'm like, bro, you just talking. And then like the first practice went up there, I was like, oh, like
he come out there.
I'm like, oh, like he definitely wasn't lying. I ain't gonna lie. No, he definitely good money though.
For sure.
Very slippery. He got you the other day, didn't he, Garrett? Yeah, he got him yesterday.
All right, so I got a question for you, Jay. So, man, we old as dirt, man. We've been here for a minute. And the one thing I say about you, Jay, is like I seen you transition from being, in high school, being like a top tight end linebacker, and then you came here, you still a linebacker. But then, I ain't gonna make fun of you. I ain't gonna say you ate your way into the D-line. but they had, you transitioned to the D-line, and now, bro, you one of the best, DNs in the country, bro. You up there, in stat-wise and sacks. So, like, how's that been for you, transitioning and, like, now just, like, the player you've become?
It was definitely humbling. It was definitely humbling because, like, my high school senior year, I would probably say, like, towards the end, I definitely gained way more weight than I was supposed to. So I came in a little bit heavy, and I was fat. Like I ain't going sugarcoat it. I was fat. So I came in here, got in shape. Honestly, when I first got in here, it was a little hard understanding the playbook.
Right.
So I ain't really get no play time, and then I went to coach. I was like, look, I'm trying to get on the field some way, somehow. Like I need to be useful to this team. And he came back like a week later, like, how would you feel about going to the D-line? I'm like, shit, if I can see the field, then that's cool. I do that.
Let me tell you about something about our defense. Our defense is very simple, very vanilla. But if you play linebacker or D-line, there is so many twists, stunts, and everything. For me and Bari, we got to know, like, 5 calls max. Like, it don't matter what we doing. Hey, yo, you just give me 1 or 2 signals. I know what we doing on the play. Them 2 right there and all the linebackers, they got to know, like, so many different plays and so many different twists and stunts and techniques, and kudos to y'all. I'm proud of y'all for doing it because I don't know if I could do that on the edge. Like,
Yeah, shit. You got to know where like everybody else is gonna go, because like if you rushing and you like, man, this B gap open, but one of the linebackers might be taking that B gap, so you mess around taking that. You got 2 people in the gap. QB get outside, and then that's
C
that's
wide
on you.
open.
Right, that's on you.
and now I'm out there on the island coming downhill on the C gap late
Exactly.
in space. Like, damn, like why is the C gap wide open?
Right.
Nah.
Y'all can cuss on here too, by the way.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
I feel
cool.
like y'all.
I
I see you said something earlier, and he was like a little timid when you said. I was like, Bari don't never shy away from it.
Yeah, keep it PG. Keep it PG.
Nah, you good.
Nah, but I would say it took me probably like damn near 2 years. 2 years to fully understand the playbook and, just be able to go out there and play more freely.
Yeah.
When you don't understand the playbook fully, it's like it holds you back a little bit
Right.
in your gameplay. So I would say it was definitely tough, but like it was something I needed. It was something I definitely needed because going to the next level, I feel like I could play a lot of positions, and
For sure.
if I work just like how I work here, then I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So
No doubt.
that's just what it is.
And also too, like we've had a few position coaches like move around here and there. I know all of us has been like a product of that. I know, like, you know, last year we had Coach Robert. This year we got Coach Gaines from Jabari. A couple of years ago, we had Coach L was a D-line coach.
Striders.
Coach White ended up, you know, making that switch to being your D-line coach. And I don't know where Coach L is today, but what happened to Coach L?
Is that Limestone?
He's at
Yeah,
Limestone?
Limestone.
Okay, I didn't know. You know, shout out to both of them.
Yeah.
But, like, tell me how, like, you know, transitioning coaching is, you know, allows y'all to play differently or freely, or just even the philosophies in two different coaches, how that, like, helps you or hurts you, or just your experience with that.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
For me, it was kind of natural because my bad.
Yeah,
It was kind of natural because I was training with Coach White, you know,
Yep.
years before he took that D-line position. So when we was out there, it was just like, bro, I trust you, you trust me. Do what you gotta do.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like you mentioned, we trained with Coach White, you know, during like spring break, winter break, shit like that. So we kind of already built that relationship, and it just like he already was kind of helping us, you know, hone in on our skill. So honestly, it was like a very easy transition when he, you know, told us that, hey, I'm gonna become y'all coach. And I feel like not to diss Coach L or anything like that, but I feel like Coach White, he asked more from us than like honestly I've probably had as a positional coach. Like he puts a lot on us, and sometimes, you know, so he'll admit to us, like sometimes it's like, all right, like, you know, I might be doing a little too much, whatever, but he's doing it because he knows like our potential, and he knows like what we can do. And, you know, he always says it like, man, like I've yet to see that dominant game from y'all. So, like, you know, we got two more left. So
Yeah, can y'all do that so I don't get the ball caught
For
on
sure,
me?
for sure, for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? I blame it on them sometimes, but I just be lazy out there sometimes.
It's complimentary, bro. So
It is
I
complimentary.
get it.
I love y'all. I love y'all. But Barry, go ahead, talk about your transition from, you know, different coaches and how that, you know, had effect on your
Coming from a
experience.
different school.
Yeah,
from
no,
Maine.
for
Now,
me, I done had probably like 5-6 DB coaches since I've been in college. I literally had like 3, and I had 2 before I even stepped foot on college, like stepped foot on the college campus. So for me, it's just about adapting. You just gotta honestly just be like somewhat coachable, show somewhat that you care. Because for me, like even when all the coaches, like anytime I had a new coach, I was always put at the bottom of the depth chart. Because like even when I first was at Maine, I was hurt. I was hurt for like a little bit, so like I never really even got to play. So it was always just about working. Like I never been the type to like try to talk things through, or like I'm gonna get mad because it's not going my way. Like, nah, you gonna have to just toughen it up. Like, you feel me? Because like sitting back and complaining not gonna do nothing for you, if I'm being honest. So for me, it was always just about adapting. Because at the end of the day, as long as you true to yourself, I think like you thrive or strive anywhere. So yeah, not like when Gaines came in, and you know, it was something different. Because that was my first black DB like coach. I never had a black DB coach.
Not even high school?
I mean, he was like old, like he was like 64, like yeah, like he was dumb old. And I think he might have been mixed with something. Shout out to Coach Hughes, man. But yeah, nah. So like Gaines was like, but when I say like first black DB, I'm saying like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah, first
yeah,
young black
coach, like
us.
yeah, exactly, like. And I think with him, it was like I know it was kind of gonna be like somewhat easier, like not even easier. Like I knew he understood because I remember like one of our first meetings, he was like, I ain't gonna try and get you to shuffle over 3 times. If you get in a speed release, like, bro, you just going to have to get out of it. And I was like, dang, like, that's the first time I ever heard anybody say that in college. Like, every time, you know, like, not to say bad, but like, I remember with Robert used to make us stay square for like forever. Yeah, like that joint used to really get you right. But it used to really make you stay square forever. And it was just like,
and it was helpful on them short routes.
Yeah, for them short routes, you be boxing.
Hezzy and try to get up out
it
of
used to be
on
funny.
you.
Like it's funny because sometimes I think about it, or like I laugh about it. I be like, dang, it's crazy because I remember we'd be in the meetings with Robert and like somebody would be running past us and we'd be like, stand square. He'd be like, this is great position. Like I'm like, dang, coach, I feel like I'm getting beat. Like, nah, you're not getting beat. Like he like. He like, no, you're not getting beat. Like, you're in a great position. You just had to, it's all about trusting him. So, like, I mean, obviously we trust him. So everybody was probably in a pretty solid spot. So it's just about, trusting the coach and trusting what they got, just buying in most likely.
You said you had a question about that, Jay?
Yeah, so with the way Robert taught y'all, do y'all think that made y'all like more of a technical corner?
I feel like Gaines and Robert are both technical corners, and it's funny because like I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. They always like both of those guys are two guys that have different philosophies when it comes to DBs, and I try to break it down to other teammates that don't understand it or might not have had a lot of success with Coach Robert, and maybe had a little bit more success with Gaines, but there were two different philosophies of where Coach Robert, we were playing in the NAC, so Coach Robert, a lot of his philosophies was being on the bottom hip, being underneath routes. The quarterbacks we were playing against didn't have good deep balls. They couldn't throw very far. So, hey, like, be on underneath for that curl route, that stop route, those digs, those ends, those slants. We don't want to get the ball caught on a short. The fade ball is less. It's not a high percentage throw. I mean, he did the math. He had a little Google Excel spreadsheet where I remember one season, only like 12% of the fade balls thrown at us got caught. So he was like, if only 12% of the fade balls are getting caught, stay on the bottom hip and take away everything else. If they can't throw the fade, why am I going to be over top? Now, Gaines' philosophy is complete opposite of that, where he's like, I want to play everything from the top down. So I'm not trying to give any big plays. I want you to be on all the top of the fades. And when they throw the short stuff, either we come down and rally on it. I don't care if he catches it for 3 yards, 4 yards, catch tackle, or we come downhill and we breaking on that and we can break up those passes. I'd rather you be on the top of those routes so when they throw some of those passes, we can get interceptions and we can turn the ball over. I want you guys to turn in the receivers and go get those, because sometimes they throw us lollipops. They throw them little lollipop balls. You're like, yo, turn around and go get the ball. Where in Robat's case, you can't turn around because you're on the bottom hip. And in Gaines' case, you're on the top shoulder, and you can turn around. You can turn into the receiver, and you go get the ball. So I feel like it's different philosophy. Like this year, I don't have a lot of PBUs this year, playing more Gaines style technique, being on the top of stuff. But I have 2 picks. I only had 1 pick last year, but I had a lot of PBUs. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a little bit different. Like Gaines wants us to get more turnovers and play a little bit more high risk, high reward. Where not even high risk, high reward, but he wants us to turn the ball over more. Where Robat was like, I'd rather you get more PBUs, and because we at the end of the day, Coach Jadetti, our defensive coordinator, he gonna have us in man coverage. Yeah. We gonna play man 90-some% of that time.
For real.
So but I feel like they teach similar techniques, but they teach it in different ways that put you in different positions on the field. And it's a matter, like Jabari said earlier, it's a matter about how you adapt. How are you adapt and understand how these techniques are gonna work for me? You know what I'm saying? And I've been a product of benefiting from both of those, and I try to relay that to the other DBs. Like, yo, Robat is not messing your technique up. Like, you just got to understand, like, what he's trying to teach you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I think Bari's also had some success with it, like understanding how both of those work in different ways, and that's been successful for him.
For me, I say, like, working with both of them, they both do make you a technically sound corner, but in different ways. Like Gaines technically sound is having a smooth back pedal, having a smooth crossover run. Yeah. Gaines. Robat's more so technical was quarter break. You feel me? Getting out that break, like 1-2 break. So Gaines was more so like he wants your body to flow more. Robat's was more so like I need you right here, right there. Like you feel me? So it was like the best way I could put it, Robat would unscrew you and put a new piece in, and Gaines would try to give you a toolbox where you could change up pieces.
That was a good analogy.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I ain't never heard that one. Get over here with the snap.
That was nice.
That joint was sweet. Yeah. That was a good question. Somebody trying to steal my thunder on this podcast. No, I'm just playing.
I want to ask a question now too. Let me ask a question.
Ask a question, Bari.
So I say like, what's one moment from either high school or college, like on the field, like in football wise, that really defined you, like that made you realize, like, oh, all right, like
for me,
for all of y'all, that's for everybody.
You want to go first? You want me to go first? You go first.
Yes,
I say the moment that really defined me was when we played Holy Cross and I had my first pass breakup. I was turned, like, because I was scared. I don't know if y'all knew. I don't know if you knew. I don't know if anybody knew. That was my first game ever as a corner. And my story is, I came from high school playing receiver, playing safety at Good Counsel. And when I got to college, I'm not even going to get my whole breakdown, but when I got to college, when I got to Merrimack, they ended up moving me to corner. So moving to corner, never playing corner before, other than maybe when I was 6 years old in youth ball, and my dad, like, contained the edge, just be on the edge. You know what I'm saying? I never played corner until I got here. So working with Coach Robat, like I was never supposed to ever get on the field. Like I was a filler player. Like I was a guy that came in here. I was never supposed to see the field. So for me to get on the field, I never usually give myself props. I gotta pat myself on the back because I work to get where I am, and then end up being there. Like I was still an RA. Like I was telling the volleyball girls when I was doing their interview, I was an RA that season. Like I was still not on scholarship. Like the same, I was on scholarship, but it wasn't a full. Like I wasn't on a full. Like I was just starting out there at corner and still paying to go to school and had another full-time job for real. Right. So we playing Holy Cross the first week of the season. And it was week 1, right? And that's my first game ever playing that corner, and I was out there nervous. And, we playing the game. Like you said, it's just fast. And I ain't never really been out there before. I'm like, everybody moving. We played against Matt Sluga, the quarterback from Holy Cross, and there's been a few times we're playing against him, and we played them 2 previous years before that. I'm like, he not that good. He not that fast. Bro, the first play, I'm telling you, he broke that jump. Bip, bip. He bipped, I don't know if I'm not going to put nobody's name out there. He bipped a couple of our linebackers. Maybe he made like 4, 5, 6 people miss, and I'm just chasing him. I feel like I was chasing him forever. When I'm telling you, I was so tired at the end of that play. Oh, my gosh. So that was like half of the battle, but I feel like the play that defined me was my first pass breakup one. I think it was the next drive. We got a 4th down stop. We went on offense. We got stopped, and when we came back, they ran like a corner route or like a sail route to their number 1 receiver, Jalen Coker. He played for the Panthers right now, actually. And he ran like this route, and I was like off coverage, and I came around, and I knocked it out, and I got out and yelled. All my teammates was patting me on the helmet and stuff, and I was like, wow, like I felt like I made it, cause like I was like, I ain't never had no like pass breakup other than playing safety in like high school, but like I ain't never had no pass breakup in man coverage before. Like that was my first ever pass breakup in man coverage, like you know what I'm saying, and do it at that level. Even though it's FCS ball, like it's still D1 football.
For sure.
And it's, it was so cool for me. So it was just a lot. It was really personal, and I still feel like that's one of my best plays still in college to this day. So yeah.
I wouldn't say it was a play that defined me. It was more like a game that defined me, and that was in 2021 when we played Duquesne. And going into that game, we had a lot of momentum. Even though we lost the main, we still had a lot of momentum going into that game. But I think going into halftime, it was like, what was it, like 14-7? We was up. So, yeah. We was up 14-7.
I was on the bench. I don't remember.
No. I was on the bench too. Look, I was on the bench too the first half. I was on the bench the first half. Then Coach L came up to me. He was like, you're gonna be starting going into this next half.
This was when Corey got hurt.
Yeah.
Corey blew his knee out.
Corey blew his knee out. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, dog.
And Duquesne at this time, they was probably one of the best teams in our conference.
It was them and Sacred Heart.
Bro, they had a nice ass tackle. That left tackle was nice shit.
They had a left tackle. They had a safety. They had a running back. They had a white running back who was tall as shit. He was tall as hell. Tall as hell.
Bro, he was a redhead white running back that was 6'3". He looked like an actor. Like he took his helmet off, and I couldn't believe that's who he played against. Like he looked like, you ever seen Riverdale? He looked like Archie Andrews. He looked like Archie, bro. I was like, who is Cuz? I don't even remember Cuz's name, but he had 3 touchdowns. He had like 1 or 2 on the ground. He had 1 in the air on the wheel route. He was blurring our linebackers. They schemed us up. But go ahead, finish this.
So we coming out of half. Shit, I got the jitters. I'm in this bitch, bro. Like, let's go. First play, they run like I think it was an outside zone. I get reached. I'm like, fuck. The linemen setting up blocks. They running down, like they was running a ball on us this drive, bro. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, this really because of me right now, bro. So that shit really just made me go harder. Like, I gotta do my assignment. Before anything, I gotta do my job. Yeah. And that's what it's all about, bro. Like, doing your job. But yeah, that's it for me.
Honestly, that's a great question, bro. I really don't feel like I've had like a defining like moment yet. I feel like I definitely like still got way more like football ahead. Just like I know I could do more. Yeah. But honestly, you know what? I'll say like this year Bucknell.
Oh yeah, you want to
so I'm not even gonna talk about myself. Like I had a really good game. Like don't get me wrong, I had a really good game. But I'm gonna just talk.
I had a great game.
for
That was
sure.
probably one of my best games in college. It was because of them though. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure. I'm gonna just say, like as a D line, like that game was crazy because it kind of like set the tone for like how the rest of the season was gonna go. Just as far as like, bro, it was gonna be next man up for like this whole season. Like that game was crazy. Like we didn't have Buddha, B-Rob. We found out like it was the day of the game. Like the day of the game, B-Rob like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna be able to play.
Yeah,
and I just remember
both our interior tackles was out. Our
Yeah.
starting interior tackles, Tyler Levy, Brandon Roberts. Go ahead.
My bad. So I just remember we eating breakfast and Coach White walked up to us and he's like, so yeah, this is what Coach White said. He like, look, man, he like, some of y'all DNs gonna have to play interior today. he like, look, he like, listen, y'all gonna fuck up. He's like, some of y'all gonna get reached. He was like, just promise me this, y'all gonna play hard as shit. Like we gonna figure this shit out. Like it ain't gonna be perfect.
Who ended up playing it inside that day?
I played inside. Jay played inside. That's when Favor started really playing for real. Favor was playing inside, whatever. And that game, bro, we just like we got a term we call it treeing out, and it comes from the 22 year when we had a lot of injuries as well. And that was one of the moments where like, bro, we was just like, fuck it, like this game ain't gonna be perfect, but we gonna play hard as shit, and that's what we did, man. Like.
I didn't even know y'all did that. Like,
I didn't know that.
I'm on the island on the outside, like just locked in the.
I didn't even know that
like,
either. I didn't even know Leonard had 4 sacks till like after the game.
Either. I go on Instagram or something, and he was like the college football player.
Yeah, and I'm like, he had 4 sacks.
He was college football player of the week, mind you. I'm thinking I had a good game, right?
And a
I'm thinking,
touchdown.
oh my, he had
Yeah,
a
it is.
touchdown, bro. I'm thinking I had a good game, and I remember you scoring or whatever, right? But I had like 6 or 7 targets thrown at me, right? I had like no catches on me. I had like a pass breakup or two.
They kept throwing it
They
on you.
kept throwing at me, right? I had a one-hand pick. Mind you, we playing on TV. I had a one-hand pick on a corner route. Dove
great.
for it. Got up, was celebrating. We get back. I'm like, man, that was a great game. I get home, Saturday, Sunday,
Feeling
cool.
good about
Monday,
yourself.
I'm feeling good about myself. I see Nick. I said, college football player of the week. I sent him the congrats, whatever. That joint said 4 sacks, like 4 TFLs, and a touchdown. I said, yo, what the hell? Like, I'm like, yo, you had what, fool? Like, even my professor got up in front of the class and was like, Nick Lennon. Like,
He definitely did.
Like,
That
that
shit
shit
was
was
funny.
crazy.
Yeah, man. That was a crazy game. Like we just, I don't know. We just like fuck it, bro. We just gonna play hard as shit. Cause yeah, man. Like losing, not having B-Rob and Levy, like that's a huge that's a huge thing. Cause like I feel like it's defensively it's like 2 things you need. You need some dogs on your interior D line, and you need a dog linebacker. Like they set the tone for your defense, and like them two jokers are dogs.
Yeah.
So like not having them, especially like we were coming off some tough losses and stuff. Like that was a game we needed to win. I feel like that really helped us in the season. So I mean, we did what we were supposed to do, man.
And then not have them healthy sometimes, even when they're in there, and you see like they struggling because they can't do what they normally do. That really hurts me because I'm like, and some of the younger guys like y'all age or whatever, they be like, not really realizing, no, them dudes are him. Like they just hurt.
For
like
real,
they don't
for
really
real.
know. Like someone like B-Rob, Buddha, like they don't really know what they used to do freshman, sophomore year.
B-Rob was an FCS All-American.
That's
so
what I'm like.
he
As
was
a
an
sophomore, he was an
All-American. As a
FCS
sophomore,
All-American,
yes.
and just kept blowing out his knees and kept getting hurt. So that's been tough. But well, back to your great game though. Like he had 4 sacks and a touchdown. There was one play on film I can't get past though. Like he just ran past the quarterback and like crashed out, like missed, like you should have had 5 that game. Like
So I know.
what happened
okay,
that game?
So actually,
we ran like a slot strong.
no, we did. It
You know what I'm talking about,
It was.
No, I ain't even seen
It was
it.
shit when I was lined up in the 3.
Yeah.
And I had to like stunt to the A, to like the opposite A.
Yeah.
So it looks crazy on film, right? The center, he actually tugged me back. And it's hard to see, but if you watch it on film, I beat him. And so mind you, what's funny about it is we was watching film, and one of the things that Coach White was saying was he was like, "Yo, this center is actually pretty good. Like he's smart." And we was watching what game was it? When the center he went from
Who did they play the week before us?
I can't remember.
VMI. It was VMI.
Bro, so
They had a DN.
They left the DN unblocked. No. It wasn't a DN. It was either like a safety or a backer that blitzed. He was blitzing on the
All right,
C-gap.
blitzing on the edge.
And that motherfucker, he dropped back and caught him like wide open. Like he got a free pass in the center. Who I don't even know who that center is. I don't remember his number. But bro was pretty solid. So yeah, on that play, he actually tucked me. Now mind you, that's a penalty.
Yeah.
But I mean,
He did it like smooth enough where they
don't
ain't
see it. Ain't a
yeah.
penalty. So that was just a good pickup by him, honestly.
That's crazy. I didn't even see that on film. Like,
no,
I remember I watched that play like 10 times. I'm like, yo, he had 4 sacks and a touchdown. He almost had like 5 sacks in one game. I'm like, and it looked so unathletic. Like it looked wild.
Nah,
like I'm
it
telling you,
definitely did look crazy,
I've been meaning to
I
ask you
ain't
about
got
this
to
for
tell
like
back
6
to
weeks, bro. It looked so
Nah,
unathletic. I'm like, yo,
it definitely did look wild.
like I was like, he had the easiest sack ever. Like it looked like he just tripped on like got a turf monster, like just tripped or something.
Some of them-
I'm glad you
he had
did
a
the
good
clear.
pick.
Some of them missed sacks throughout this season look crazy, bro. If y'all go back and
Yeah.
watch film, you gonna be like,
Only
what
remember
the?
one missed sack. That's when we played. I think it was Colgate. When I think was he? I think y'all
me.
was it you and DJ? It was DJ and somebody ran into each other. It was DJ and B-Rob. Ran right into
I do
each
remember.
other.
I remember that.
That's the only one I really seen.
DJ got one crash out play every game.
Yeah.
DJ, shout out to
Nah, he
DJ
definitely
Frazier.
does, for sure.
At least one, not one, but at least one.
At least one.
Bro, y'all seen last game? Y'all seen what DJ did last game? What
he do?
On the
Oh yeah.
On the
When he
block.
jumped and he kind of like
got
on the
hit
field goal
in the
block,
nose.
right?
You talking
Yeah,
about
on the
field goal?
block
Yeah.
field
Field
goal.
goal,
Mind you, we
crazy.
block a field goal, right? My man Trey scoop up the field goal after Gary done blocked it. We running all the way down the field. They about to tackle Trey. They tackle Trey. DJ like 7 to 10 yards away from the pile and just run up and like jump like
It looked like the George Pickens play, like
Yeah,
when he
like-
jumped up and just fell
and
on.
just fell on the pile for no reason. Everybody like, yo, like what did you like? And mind you, the quarterback on the other, he was the holder for the PAT. The quarterback, his helmet came off. Like DJ almost kicked him in the head, like almost stomped on him, like fell on everybody, like messed up Tay's shoulder or something. It was crazy. And we were like,
DJ
yo,
be
DJ,
wild.
what are you doing? Like,
And we got to talk about him flipping on field goal block. Like that shit.
oh,
be
which
wild.
game was that?
That was Stonewall.
Stonewall
He
game.
he tried to jump over and got flipped. That
He
shit
jumped
was
over the
hilarious.
pile and did a front flip and fell on his neck. Like,
No, yeah, man. I think he did a flip against Dartmouth too. He tried to go for the sack. It was one play he tried to go for a sack, and he kind of like he just jumped like almost flipped. Like no, I think he did flip though.
I don't remember that one.
It looked wild, like it looked crazy. Before last game, that was Colgate.
Colgate. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He was crazy. He's crazy for that. I ain't gonna lie.
It's definitely a wild band for sure.
Hey,
Dang.
go ahead.
No, what you gonna say?
I was about to pivot a little bit if you wanted to. Yeah, so I wanted to pivot and talk about more about y'all college experience. How y'all feel about, being where y'all from and then ended up, coming up here to Massachusetts. It's cold. And then you go to a PWI, predominantly white institution. Like, how has it been different culturally for you guys adapting to the scope of Massachusetts and, Merrimack College?
You want me to go first? For me, I say, well, honestly, my first culture shock came when I went to high school because I'd never been to school like no white people, no person other than black. So when I first got to MSJ, well, Mount St. Joe, when I would talk to people would not understand me. Like that's how heavy my accent was. So I had to fake learn how to like. I would just not even like really speak to you. Feel me? If you didn't understand, I just want to speak to you. So when I first got to college, it was real bad because like being from Baltimore, especially at my first college, being from Baltimore, like. That's when the little memes and stuff be coming out, so everybody be trying to be funny. Yeah. So I wouldn't even be talking to people for. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So my first like culture shock really was just like hearing that music, or like for me like another culture shock. I say the biggest culture shock for me was like how much, I guess white people. I guess I can say that. Like how much white people love like Taylor Swift and like Travis Scott and shit. Like that was to me that shit was so. I swear that shit was so. I didn't even know Taylor Swift was that famous until I got to college.
Okay.
Everybody like yo, I love Taylor Swift. So I'm like she really is the white Beyonce. Like I never seen no shit like that in my life. So for me, that was really my first like culture shock. I'd say like you just get around school like when you first come up. Like the way you could joke with people, like if a white person was making a joke, you'd be like, they be like, oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Like that's you feel I'm joking. So you had to just learn how to, like I said, of course, like just adapt. So that was honestly my first culture shock, is just seeing the music people listen to.
To be honest, I would say my high school like really prepared me when I came up here, because I feel like I got introduced to like the white side of my age group when I got to high school, and when I got up here, it wasn't too much different from the white people back in Maryland, but like it was still different. Like as far as like, yeah, it was just like a variety of things, like Lululemon and shit like that. Like I ain't know no shit like Lululemon.
Bro, when I first got to college, and this is how you know like Baltimore really like crazy, because you know for me like all we know is UA.
Right.
So when I first got to college, I remember I seen somebody with a Canadian. This was a real cool shot for me. I seen somebody with a Canadian goose on, and like I think we was joking around or something, like, bro, like I said something about the goose, and they was like, you don't know how much this costs? Or like my man's like, yo, bro got a Canadian goose, and I was like, bro, how you telling me? He's like, you don't know how much that costs? I'm like, nah, like it look like a regular coonie. Like, nah, search how much it costs. It's like a band, like
Man, wasn't it? Yeah, you don't know.
band is some change. I said,
There's
that's
a lot of stuff up here. Like we don't know what it is. And you're like, oh, like
don't be knowing
expensive.
What
I didn't know what Carhartt was. I ain't know.
I thought that shit was a Montclair.
You know, it was a Montclair.
I thought it was a Montclair when I first seen it.
freaking. I'm like, yo, what was the? It's another expensive coat. Is with an H. I can't remember that one. I don't even know the name of that. That one pretty expensive.
What,
But
an 8?
what did you say?
Helly, we wear those in. That's some DC stuff though. We wear that around.
But
But
you know, I
you
never-
from Baltimore.
I never
so like,
really
you
been
don't
to
know,
DC,
like around
yeah.
the DMV, like DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Like Baltimore is like separate from like the rest of like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
I
can
didn't
talk
even
about
know
that a
about
little
like
bit,
no
but,
Helly.
like,
I didn't know about
yeah.
none of that. I just knew Northeast, UA, and that's really it. I'm gonna keep it about Northeast and UA. So when I first got to college, I think that was like the biggest difference, like swag or like
Swag is
style.
different.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
way people, especially the way people carry themselves from like different states. You could tell like where somebody from by the way they carry themselves.
Yeah.
Like I think people from Baltimore, like us, like I know we from there, but it's like they say like we arrogant. I'm gonna keep it about like we'll see somebody like, yo, you're not better than me. Like you can't fuck with me.
We just got a chip on our shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know. We talked about it with SG. Like being from Baltimore, like it just gives you like a natural just chip on your shoulder.
Like,
I don't know what it is. It's just
like,
it's how it is.
I be thinking about like old like. You know how you just reminiscing. I be thinking about some like certain stuff. I be like, damn, that was like fake ignorant, like or like granted fake. Tell me sometimes like I think one time, I think one funny moment. I think it was like me, Addo, and like Dion on the sideline. This was like a year or two ago, and I think Addo asked me something, and I was giving him regular. I was like, yeah, bro, like what? But I've been regular. I'm like, yeah, bro, what? And Addo was like, dang, bro. And Dion was like, nah, bro, that's just like how he talk.
Yeah, we had to tell him like Barry would sometimes like hella like respond and don't realize he's being aggressive, and I'd be like, yo, you got.
And I be like, bro, I
White
don't
people
even be
get
realizing.
scared. Like you can't be talking to people like that. They don't know that you just talking to them. Like
Yeah, I'm just talking regular. I'm just being me. Like I'm like, I had to start realizing that as time when I'm like, oh snap, I got.
you have like
Yeah, definitely
brought
notched
it
it
down a
so
little bit.
definitely,
Like you a
definitely.
little more chill. Well, that's because he around you. He gonna be different than like everybody else. Like he's still good on us.
He be trying to put a battery in my back.
Yeah, and also you an instigator, yo.
He an instigator, bro.
Definitely.
Instigator?
Instigator, bro. Bad instigator.
In our meetings, what you talking about? You definitely instigated. You in lead.
I ain't gonna lie. It'd be a whole lot of dick riding in the meetings, bro.
Who top 5 instigators on the team? I got you. I got Kai, Malachi Anthony.
That's all. Yeah, I love with Kai.
I got Gary Rosemont. Gary's
Gary's
up
an
there.
instigator, bro.
I'm
But
not
Gary,
no
like,
order though. No order though.
No order. I got you. I'm listening.
Nas.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
No, not even Nas. I'm gonna take Nas off. I'm gonna say Danny Sims.
Danny, yeah, because Danny be like,
Sims.
ooh. Yeah, he like a passive aggressive.
yeah.
Like
He
he'll
like-
be in a random spot like, ooh. Like he'll say something dumb.
Like, he'll just start gassing.
He'll be in like a
something,
random spot. Like he'll be over there like, ooh.
Who 5? Juice low key, but I think he's a little.
That's my one, bro.
That's what.
Juice one for me, bro.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
going Juice. I'm going RJ. Juice, RJ, those two alone, like they in their own category. Like they like 1 to A, 1 to B. And then everybody else you could feel it. So I go like Kai. I go Sid an instigator. I don't care no Sid is an instigator. He a little Sid's an instigator.
Low-key, yeah.
Then I probably say somebody like, 5, you could throw anybody in there like Austin Palm, or you could throw one of them. You feel me? Somebody regular in there like Austin. Somebody that's just come up random. Or Kai.
All
I
the
put Kai.
YNs
All the
together.
youngins, yeah. All the youngins, like all
All
of
the
them.
YNs are
But-
instigators.
Favor. Oh my gosh, Favor's up there too.
Yeah, but Favor like the he like the one he like the like a nuisance. Yeah, he like a nuisance instigator. Like, bruh, like I remember we was at, I lived with Jay over the summer, so like me, Jay, Levy, we was making this NCAA. Like we was doing a dynasty, but like that joint is so hard. Like, bro, it's really hard to play though. You feel me? Like it's on. So like we'll restart the game 10 times. So Favor like come because he lived right next to us, so he'll come over and like watch. Favor was still favorably new. So we'll be sitting there playing. I think we was playing like LSU because we was Ole Miss. Right? We was Ole Miss, so we like playing at LSU, and like we playing at LSU, so you can't like
You can't do nothing
mess,
wild,
no mess
like,
ups, no mess up.
Yeah.
Stadium post. So we playing. So I think we probably didn't restart it like 2-3 times already. So like we playing. He like every time they score, he like he gonna start doing the gritty or he gonna start tripping out. But like you know me, I already get annoyed these. So I'm like, yo, bro, like.
Over in the back. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you can go home, bro. Like,
watch out.
we don't even know your name yet, bro. Go home, bro. And then it started getting really bad. So at the while, I was like, all right, forget it. I'm gonna just ignore him. So at the while, it was really bad because Levy was playing quarterback. So Levy, if he fucked up,
You gonna be on Levy for that shit.
So when you play quarterback and you mess up, like everybody like, bruh, like come on. So like Levy a mess up. So now Levy like,
Why y'all let Tyler play quarterback, yo?
no, I ain't gonna lie, he was giving us the rock though.
Oh, okay.
He was getting us right. I ain't gonna lie, Levy was getting us right on the right. He was getting us the right. I ain't gonna lie.
No, but they would get mad at him and like gang up on him.
Yeah, that's why.
Yo, he be getting so bad.
So it was funny because one time I think Levy threw a pick or something. So Favor said something like slick. He was like, bro, like on some like Udjo's side, bro, like yo, go home, bro. Like I don't even know why you here, bro. Like Levy get real personal, real fast. He one of them like, bro, go home, bro. Nobody like you, bro. Like they don't even know you, bro. Go home. I'm like, Levy. That's how I knew. Like I was like, oh man, like he made him like be quiet the rest of the time, like. Yeah, not be quiet, but
Was he really like quiet after
no,
that?
but you know how you tone it down. Like you
tone it
gotta
down.
realize,
You
like,
know
all
I'm
right,
doing too much.
I'm doing too much. Like, I got you. But no, yo, those definitely the top instigators. I do want to ask y'all a question. How y'all feel like it been like y'all last like 2 games? Like it's y'all last game coming up in the home stadium.
I'm getting sad thinking about
For
it. Yeah, like actually sad because like, I don't know what's next for me in my court.
Yeah.
Like, I have aspirations, I have dreams, but I don't know what's actually gonna happen. So the uncertainty sometimes like throws me off because like I like to have all my ducks in a row, have everything in order. So like it not being certain or anything being secure for me, like not knowing what's next is a little scary. But also like I'm trying to think about it. I just want to go out there and have fun. Cherish the last one with my brothers, a senior night. I want to have fun. So that's one with my actual brother. He over there sitting there looking stupid. No, I'm just playing. I know I might cry. I might cry. But for real, it's gonna be a special moment, and I don't like Save Your Heart. I know I got on red, but that was
Yeah, you did wrong for
Yeah,
that.
but they got on red too.
Yeah, nah, that's
You did
You
wrong
know
for
what I'm
that.
saying? But like we don't
That's
play
a
until
real
next
rivalry.
week. It's not even Sacred
It's a
Heart
real
week
rivalry.
yet.
It's bye week.
It's
It's
a
bye
bye
week.
week. You know what I'm saying? So I can wear red until next week. But yeah, we don't like nothing about Sacred Heart, and I'm just trying to go out there and kill him for real. So yeah.
And pretty much like the same thing what Grant said. Like I ain't gonna lie, this past week, I said I've been thinking about it, and it been like damn, bro, this shit get realer and realer every day. Like we getting closer and closer to our dreams, and like he said, we got dreams and aspirations, but like we truly don't know what's next. And to be quite honest, like I'm excited for the next step in my life, and I felt like I've been waiting for it for so long. So like I just want to get out there. Like when we get on the field, I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna do my thing. But like I know like whatever is for me in this next path, like it's for me. So.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything y'all said, man. I mean, it's honestly it's just bittersweet, you know. I've been talking to B-Rob about it a lot, and we just honestly just every day. I mean, just to backtrack, like I remember this summer when I was training and whatnot at AZ, dude that trained down I'm real cool with, play for the Rams, dude named Kier Thomas. One of the things he was telling me, he was like, look, man, he was like, bro, just enjoy this shit. He was like, enjoy playing with your brothers. He was like, you know, when you make the next step to the league, it's not gonna be. It's a business. Like you gonna have some friends and whatnot, but it's not gonna be the same. So like just going into the season, like I try to remember that, and I try to just like even like practice, like camp every day, just having fun, like not being out here like I don't really want to be out here, just like like yeah, like it's practice, but like cherishing it because you know once it's done, it's done. But yeah, not for sure. I mean. At this point now, like it's we had the last 2 games, so the one thing I've been telling myself is like, man, like let's just go out with a bang, like
That's something
every
SG told
game,
me.
like every game, we just these last 2, we gonna ball, like that's what I've been leaving in the back of my head. You know?
We talked about that. Like these last few games, we trying to go for that sack record.
No bullshit. Yeah,
That in-game sack record is you gotta get 5.5.
yeah. Shout out to Corey Hageman, man.
Yeah, he got 5 right now. He got 5.
He got 5.
Five in the game. Yep. Actually, I think it was 5.5. I could be wrong.
Six.
Five
Six.
and a half.
Who did he play against?
LIU.
LIU.
2019.
Yeah, and that season he finished
That's crazy.
with he almost hit 10. He
Yeah,
finished with 9.5
9.
sacks.
How you had 5.5 in one game and you only have 10? That kind of threw. He was nice though. I ain't
No,
gonna lie,
of
but
course,
still,
of
like,
course, man.
I
It
was
happens, bro. You know, people start game playing against you.
Yeah, you right.
It happens,
You
bro.
right.
I've been feeling that the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they was chipping my
My
man
ass
Nick
chipped.
every play last week. I was like, yo, let my man get to the rock at least once. Like, come on, fool.
But nah,
But
yeah,
also,
sure.
like, that means it's more pressure, more one-on-ones for you and whoever else is on the other side, too. Y'all need to get to the quarterback, so they had to stop chipping
Nah, no
Nick.
doubt, no doubt.
Y'all got to get there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give me my Steve. You got to get the Steve.
Yeah, but nah, just like I said, man, just enjoying it and just like knowing like these last two, we gotta leave it all out there.
Yeah, I had to stop doing that because, like, I feel like earlier in the, like in August and in camp, like, mind you, there was a lot of stuff that the school was putting us through, like housing and moving 2 and 3 times and doing a bunch of stuff. We should never have to worry about as college athletes. We just want to like come up and we just want to play our sport. But they had us living in a dorm with no AC because they didn't have our housing ready for the
Cruddy.
fall.
We was
Like, they had a
living
bunch of
cruddy.
stuff. We was living wild. We
living
playing
cruddy.
Air Force. We're going out to play one of our first FBS opponents, or first or second FBS opponents, right? And second FBS opponent ever. And we're flying out. First time we've flown in our collegiate career, and we're just living foul. Like, we just living bad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely work.
You know, people cramping,
Shit
cold,
burgers.
like everybody cramping and stuff like that. It's 80, 90 degrees in camp, and we living in dorms with no AC. So you go and you practice for 2.5, 3 hours. You got lift, and then you go home, or you go between lift and all that, and even after lift and everything is done, it's 80, 90 degrees in your room, and you just sitting there with nothing but sweat and tears. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if Jay wasn't in the crib because there was no game. So that means the TV was not on in the crib.
And it's just silent. It's silent and hot. It's silent and hot, bro.
Bro. Nah, bro. Shout out to my man Pooh to Jermaine Corbett, bro. Because
I'm on the pod too.
look, bro. So in the summer housing we had, bro would make these burgers, right? Bro, I come in there. My man Barry already in there, so he already know it smell like some bullshit. It was the wings. It was the wings.
It was Christian.
It was Christian?
Yeah, it was Christian.
All right, so my bad. Christian Georges. Shout out my man Christian Georges, bro. He made these wings. I come in there. I think I was coming from my girl crib, but
But you got something hiding the door closed up, not door.
yeah. All right, so Barry got the door closed already. So he already
Smell
know.
like that.
He already know what it smell like, bro. I come in there. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? I'm like, dummy, niggas gotta take the trash out. Dummy, nigga said, this nigga Barry, he said, nah, dummy. He said, it's Christian, bro. He made them fucking wings. Niggas called them the atomic shit wings. Bro.
Yo, Christian, that's living with Christian that was like the funniest.
Bro, he said, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all
good, bro. I'm telling
y'all
you,
gotta
bro.
hit,
You
y'all
have to
gotta hit
try,
Christian
bro.
on here, bro, cause y'all gonna understand. Y'all gonna understand how I'm saying it. He
Every day we would just laugh at them two all day.
said, bro, I got homework, bro.
Listen, Greg. Listen, yo. So look, one day, me and Jay, like, we up late for some reason. I think we on the phone with Levy. So this is like before the second session started. So we on the phone with Levy. So we just talking, we just chopping it up. You know, me and Jay laugh. Like, I don't know what it was. Me and Jay always could keep conversation. So me and Jay just in the room, we just laughing and stuff. I don't know what it was, because I remember Christian was taking like an internship, some hard class over the summer. So he had like a tuxedo on, like he had to do this, he literally doing a live presentation around. So me and Jay in our room talking to Levy, and our like door like closed because Christian in the kitchen. So I think I'm gonna go grab some water or something. I walk out. As soon as I walk out, I run back in the room. I'm down laughing. Jay like, bro, what's funny? I'm like, bro, just go out the room, bro. Just go out the room. Bro, we go out the room. Hold up, show how Christian was. How he was sitting in the chair.
Bro, he was like,
Bro, tuxedo on, like, tuxedo up, like, bro, you can hear the people in the background talking to him. On Zoom with a tuxedo knocked out, bro. Nah, bro.
Yo, put that to the camera, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, put it up to the camera, bro. Oh my gosh, yo. Bro, that's not real, fool. Hold on, yo.
shout out my man Christian Georges, bro.
It's not even focused. Oh, he's sleeping that jump. We gonna pull it up or something, bro. He is dead. Oh my god.
That was a funny crib.
Turtleneck.
Our crib never, no matter how many candles we let,
Close to everything.
no matter.
He look like fake Giveon or something.
He look like W.E. Du Bois, yo. He look crazy, yo. Yo, this was a funny day, yo.
So before we wrap up, man, this has been great. Before we wrap up, I got one question to ask y'all. I know we was talking about it before Jay got here. How has like social media and just media in general changed like sports and just like everything from like how we play, how we just interact with just anybody, everybody, opposing players, whatnot, and just just as far as like what we post and just the media in general has like affected sports and like I know you mentioned it like man like it's different now like like you get embarrassed on the field like it's like go viral like what I'm saying so like how has that affected just sports and you can talk about yourself personally.
Well, for me, I say I already told y'all before the camera. I got to strap whoever in front of me. That shit dead. Like, I'm not going for none of that. I'm not ready to be on somebody's highlight team getting bagged. I already was once. Never again. You feel me? Like, that shit dead. Like, so for me, it honestly make, like, I wouldn't say it put pressure on me or anything or, like, pressure on people I know, but it definitely make you want to, like, go harder or, like, play harder.
Tell them the Greg Penn story you just gave me before the jump. You got to tell the story.
All right, so look. So my mans, one of my mans had so over the summer, one of my mans had committed to Bama. Like one of my close mans had committed to Bama. So we all work out together and whatnot. So we work out. So when we go, this after my man's been committed, like he had just committed. So like obviously like a lot of people didn't know. So when we went there, our trainer was like, how everybody be joking around and stuff. Our trainer like, yeah, bro. He was like, Barry, I told him just don't get on Twitter, like. Don't hop on Twitter when you in that SEC play. Like that joint gonna be bad for your mental. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, I ain't gonna say his name, but he's like, you don't know what they said about such and such. I'm like, no, what they say? He was like, I'm gonna just show you. Pull up to he searched up bro name. It was like, get such and such off the field. He's the worst effing player I ever seen in my life. It was like, such and such fucking sucks. Like this shit. I'm like, yo, bro, and that's from like one bad quarter. So imagine if you had like a whole bad game, like. It's over for you, bro. But yeah, I say like for that's the negative part in the aspect of social media. But I think like honestly, like if you have a bad game, like especially at like a big school, yeah, they gonna kill you on Twitter. But like, how you think it was back then? Imagine you did something crazy back then. They probably send you death threats like in the mail. Oh yeah, you feel me? Like you feel me? Like that's how I think of it.
I think also too it could be positive. I think social media we never talk about the positive aspect, or we don't talk about it as much as like when you have a good game or a great game. Like think about I think about somebody like Addison Genty from like Boise State. Like I didn't know who he was before the season. We played NCAA College 25. We had all these running backs we used to like to play with, but like he's probably the best running back in the nation right now.
Crap.
And his rating, what was his his NCAA rating before the jump? Before the season?
He was like a high 90.
He was a 90? I didn't even know, but nobody knew who he was. But now he's like famous, just having this great season, and it's just off the social media at Boise State and what he's doing. And now it's everything he's doing is viral. So like, just as somebody could have a bad game or bad quarter, and they could get heckled and death threats or whatever it may be. Like, there's so many things that we do. If we do it positive and you do it well, like you can get like famous overnight for real.
For sure.
For me, I be scrolling on TikTok and I be seeing like some crazy ass highlight tapes and that I just be like, damn.
I wish that
I want
Yeah.
my shit just like that. I want my shit.
It's
like
frustrating playing ball where we play at sometimes because we don't have the same access to like the videos and stuff. Like I don't have all of our footage and our good plays or when we strap people. Like I couldn't even get my pick off. Like when I had my pick at when we played Stonehill. Like my girl was taking a video of that joint on her TV. Like I don't know if you ever seen me post that joint. I don't know how her camera is that clear on her phone. She took that joint on her TV and told her mom and dad and everybody in the room to shut up. She said, shut up for like 10 seconds while I record this joint. And then we just cropped it. And like, that's how like the video, you know what I'm saying? No, that's not tough. That's ghetto. Like,
tough, bro.
like that's
No,
love.
man, look.
That's love that she did that.
I'm saying it's
But,
tough
like,
that she got it.
We shouldn't even have to do that though. Like we shouldn't even have to do that. You feel me? Like why can't I get that from like Merrimack Football or like, you know what I'm saying? Or like ESPN, why can't I screen record it or get it from Merrimack Football or have something readily available for me to like make my own little highlight tape, not to just put it off Thundercloud. We can't even screen record on Thundercloud no more.
Which is crazy. We used to be able to.
So I don't know if y'all know, but like you can screen record on your iPad.
I lost my iPad. I be on the phone.
So you just can't do it on the iPhone, but you can.
You can't do it on the iPhone, but you
the
can do it on the.
Okay, word.
No, on Catapult.
On Catapult.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
That's tough.
Good to know. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely pros and cons. Like, I mean, I think when we was talking about it with SG, like, I mean, the main pro now was like, NILs and whatnot. Like, you can market yourself using social media, which, just something that you really couldn't do before, back in the day. Like, I know, like, I can use an example with, what's one, bro? The big YouTuber play football, the kicker.
Destroying.
Like, he had got in trouble because when he was at UCF, and stuff, and like
he was on YouTube, and he was making money off YouTube,
right,
and they told him you can't make money off YouTube and be a college athlete. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Like, why they say that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
NCAA was just
times change,
bullshit. Like, time is crazy. Like, I wish, like, bro, it's crazy that, but also too with all that. That's good for like the bigger schools, and nobody talks about the smaller schools. Like, we are at Merrimack. Nobody has an NIL package for us. Like, we have to get it out the mud. Like, we're not receiving none of those NIL benefits. Like, those are P5 benefits, Power 5, big schools, SEC, ACC, Pac-10, Pac-12, Big 10. Like, those are all those, bigger schools, bigger conferences that receive those benefits. Nobody talks about Merrimacks and the Central Connecticut's and the Quinnipiacs or the Seton Halls. I'm just naming random schools off. Like, so, like, what about us, in terms of, how are we going to be, looked at or in the scope of that? You feel me? Like, I feel like it's tough because I know y'all, what bread y'all got off NIL. I had one NIL deal from the athletes jump. What was the jump called, Garrett? You know what I'm talking about? I had like a sports brand package. I even forgot what it's called. It's on my Instagram. That's so sad, bro.
Yeah, I had.
You know what I'm saying? Aftermath Sports. I had like an Aftermath Sports little
NIL,
and it was like 10% off, some discount. Don't nobody want no Aftermath towel. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Aftermath.
Yeah.
I got some Aftermath.
Shout out to Aftermath.
Bro, that deal was the phoniest deal I ever had, fool. It was the only one I had, but it was phony. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was looking at that junk like, no, I don't want that. Like,
and then when I would get it, it was like, damn, it's a discount, but like, this shit ain't knocking nothing.
And I ain't nothing. No, that 15% was not doing nothing. And then dudes were like, nah, I'd just rather go the Wii Ball and grab that. If I had a Wii Ball, the Wii Ball would have went crazy. I wish I had a Wii Ball NIL. If Wii Ball, you ever see this, like, come get me. But, you know what I'm saying?
You had to get on that, like, early. Like,
I wish, but early when we was in college, the NIL stuff wasn't even available. You know what I'm saying? And we still had a small school, so it's like harder to market yourself at a small school. And that's tough. But yeah.
Just put in that work, man.
Put in that work.
Just put in that work.
But it's not enough work out here.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the school would, help y'all, like, in that regard. Yeah, like, or anything, yeah. Like,
I don't think Merrimack would.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
I can't say they would help.
I haven't got no help. I did everything on myself. Like, it's just tough. I wish we had more opportunities for real.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah, y'all needed some NIL. By the time y'all leave this jump, we need to get y'all some NIL. I don't know, but at those bigger schools, I know they have those packages for them where their coaches put together.
I even know some smaller schools I was working on, like, trying to get their players NILs and stuff. Like, it's all about
brand partnership and stuff like that. That's all it really is. Like, I didn't realize all it is having a brand partnership, like, and getting paid off
like,
that.
You could get an NIL from that little. What is that place you be getting the wings from?
Jay Bryant's.
Like Jay Bryant, like shit, like stuff like even little stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I need the free wings.
You feel me?
Oh my God, it's a Jay Bryant wing. Shout out to Jay Bryant's Pub and Grill in Lawrence. There's in North Andover. I don't know, it's on the border. So like, them Jones be smacking. I can't wait. Jay Bryant's. You gotta pull up on Thursday. Next Thursday, pull up. We be having the DBs always get together at 24/6. You know I would love that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, next Thursday. It's not this Thursday. Today it's
a bye week.
It's a bye week. We're not gonna have it today. No, bro. I gotta get a sponsor for that. I gotta get people to pay for that, Joan. I can't just be. But yeah, we order like 200 something wings,
drinks,
Jay
Bryant's,
chips.
Garrett crib next year. You gotta take over the tradition, Garrett.
Yeah, you gotta take over. But we have wings and drinks and chips at my spot. And we watch Thursday night football every Friday before home games.
I'm gonna pull up.
You gonna pull up?
Shoot, DJ be pulling up.
To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was a DB's thing.
It was, but like if you gonna slide,
Kendall
we got
pulled
some-
up one time. Like,
Compo be there, Favor.
Nick, you be in there?
Nah.
He lived there. He
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
he be at his girl.
yeah, I got you. But nah, I'll pull up. I'm gonna pull up for real.
Nigga be at his girl crib. That's why he won't be there. But but yeah, we appreciate y'all coming out today, man.
I appreciate you for
taking time
having
out y'all
us.
busy schedules. You know, giving y'all experiences on sports. You know, y'all experiences in college, and you know, y'all aspirations for the future. We wish y'all the best. We thank y'all for coming out. Nick, what you got to say, man?
Yeah, man, this is another great podcast. 2 great guests, man. I appreciate y'all for y'all input. And we had some, we talked about some good things for sure.
I wish we had more time. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no
Like, there's so much we might have to have y'all back or something.
Yeah,
This-
nah,
I ain't
this-
gonna lie.
bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Like I had so
Might
many
have
more
to,
questions I ain't even
might
get
have
to.
to.
Look, I'm on this jump like, dang. Like I had more questions and more stuff I wish we could dive into,
Shit,
but
they was asking
you
me
know.
questions.
Nah, bro, this is like this
Might
my first
bring
time.
them on.
This is my first time doing this. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had hella fun.
We had a
doing
lot of
this.
fun. Me too.
Okay.
I've been enjoying myself with it too.
No cap.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Nick Leonard. Shout out to Bari. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to my man Garrett right there. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Chuck, man. Hold on. You can get in the middle. Come together, man. You feel me? Say something right fast, Garrett.
What you got for us, man?
You
Some
feel me?
words of wisdom.
Nick, get in there close,
Great
man.
talks, great talks.
Great talks.
I'm saying we gonna come back at it again.
Come back at what? What are you talking about?
The whole thing. We gonna do this again.
Okay.
We're gonna do it again.
What? Outro.
Just say that's game.
Okay. Say next game.
No, that's a game.
Oh, yeah. That's good.